We didn't ask to be the Roaring Twenties. That was just Fedora Dorks. Yeah, thanks Fedora Dorks.
I'm going to blame them. Can we do that?
Yeah, I'm not going to question it.
All right.
We'll just blame them.
Yeah.
You can blame a guy in a fedora for anything, I think. Okay.
Happy Whiskey Wednesday, everybody, from La Crosse, where Oktoberfest is canceled. I'm Eddie, trying to do my best to show my German pride. Good luck with reading whatever this says.
I'm Dan. I look like I always do. We're the Deathless Dogs.
Today we are drinking Bruichladdich.
You gotta put that stank on it when you say it.
You have to.
Bruichladdich.
Of course, this scotch is not from Germany, but I feel like in La Crosse during Oktoberfest, people drink whatever they want.
It's generally a lot of beer. Not a lot of whiskey is getting drank, except for when I put it in a coffee cup and bring it in to the fest grounds.
All fair game.
This is the pro tip. You go to Quick Trip and you get the Karuba coffee, but you just double cup it and double lid it. So then you have an empty, unused cup and lid for the next day, which you can then put whiskey, Bloody Mary, anything you really want to drink inside of there, and you just walk right in with it. I'm blowing up my spot for next year if any of them watch this. I've done this 3 years in a row now. There's never been a second thought to a man at 9 a.m. walking in with the paper coffee cup.
So we don't have a German whiskey. Comment section, if you know any German whiskeys and where we can find them, let us know, because I know they make them. I've actually read that they do.
They have to.
But we don't have one. We have a scotch.
Everything's canceled. Everything's done. We're just going to do whatever the hell we want.
Now, I don't know if any of you know the story about this particular distillery. It was featured in a documentary entitled Scotch. It's available on Amazon Prime and Hulu and stuff. And it kind of follows the trail of this master distiller named Jimmy, who started out his whiskey career as a child, skipping school to shovel barley into malters for his local distillery and basically becoming a Scotch stud. The thing that this Jimmy dude is just nonstop stoked about, you can see it on the tin here, on this very loud tin. Once again, land and dram united. His big thing is he wanted to basically cram the flavors of Islay into this scotch. But the thing about this scotch that's strange to me is that it's un-peated. And a lot of times when people think Islay scotch, you're thinking you're going to get that smoky flavor. This is a different animal right here. But watching that documentary, I kind of understand where he's coming from, because you see the island, you see this guy on the shore shoveling salt and muck and whatever, and talking about how he wants this scotch to taste like how his land smells and tastes. And it's real weird imagery, because I think about what if someone around here tried to pull this? Could you imagine Joe at Pearl Street going to the marsh right down from Pearl Street Brewery and being I'm gonna make a beer that tastes like La Crosse?
Yeah.
Shoveling up goose shit.
Yeah.
And marsh just water.
Just shoveling duckweed from Huska Park to get the extra sewage plant aroma.
Right. Weird imagery, all aside. If you have the time watching this documentary, Scotch, checking it out, it's worth the watch. It probably will entice you to buy the bottle.
See, I love the color of it. I mean, they, holy shit.
They really spin a yarn, as Dan likes to say with scotches.
I mean, he's gone dictionary multi-column method.
Yeah, no, there is literally an essay on this.
Okay, it's made using 100% Scottish grown barley, trickle distilled. What does that mean?
Trickle distilled? They didn't talk about that in the documentary.
That was not covered in the documentary. It's matured for its entire life by the salt-swept Atlantic shores of Loch Indal. This is real whiskey. I like that sentence.
Yes!
Once again, Scotch is the rappers of whiskey. Where they're just like, no, fuck your shit. My shit is better. Whoa. Hey now. Oh, I like that.
A frosted glass bottle in the
like
same
that.
color as the tin. That's a hefty bottle right there.
Yeah, it is a heavy bottle. I mean, that stands out. Like you said, this is unpeated, so you're not getting a lot of peat, but you're getting the brine. That salty sea air kind of smell. Tiny bit of a burn because it's 100 proof.
There's an air of saltiness to it. But you also get some of that Scottish barley, I think. You know?
Yeah. There's like a barley grassiness with the saltiness, almost leaning into like a meatiness kind of territory.
I could understand that, like if we're talking like a fishy meatiness. There is a sweetness to the smell that comes with like the meatiness, as you were saying, and the saltiness that comes with kind of the brackish territory. And I want to say it's almost like a lightly toasted oat or something. All right, well, let's clink them and drink them. I don't understand how this isn't peated.
This is really good. I enjoy Islay Scotch. This is really good. I don't get a ton of the peat, but it's got
There is no peat.
Yeah, I know, but like how you're saying you can't believe it's not peated. Like I don't taste like peat, but there is that familiar note more than the other scotches we've drank. This to me feels like a bourbon drinker could get on board with this. I think the 100 proof, you're getting that little bit of proof burn to it. There's the sweetness of the barley. There's almost a reminiscence of some kind of bourbon-esque flavor to it.
Which I think could be lended to the fact that this is aged in what they consider to be premium American oak barrels.
I get a little hit of that magic marker thing that I have with Lafroig, but there's no, like, it's not the smoke and the things like that.
There's a sweetness to it, which is weird. It's almost a dirty martini meets whiskey. Like there's an olive vibe.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you had described Ardbeg as. I'm picking up the things that I liked about Ardbeg in this, but with other characteristics. I would put this over Ardbeg easily. This is really good. I'd always looked at it because I loved the color, I loved the whole thing, but I just never pulled the trigger on it. Now it's like, if I see this, I'll definitely pick up another bottle. I know I'm jumping into the ratings already, but I'm honestly really, really impressed with this.
Dan likes him some real whiskey.
Might have a new leader in the clubhouse here.
In terms of scotch?
Yeah, I really think so.
Dan definitely would buy it again. I bought one, and I could see myself going back to the well and buying another one. I haven't seen it at bars.
No, I haven't either.
If you can find it, it stands out.
Yeah.
Certainly try it. If you've had Bruichladdich, if you've had Octomore, let us know. Give us some ideas of what other scotches we should be trying. Be sure to leave us a like. Happy Oktoberfest, everybody. From the Western Wisconsin Whiskey Emporium for ladies and gentlemen, Prost.
Come on now.
Whoa! Another bottle up and away.
I've drank like half a gallon of water since we've been here.
Loose!
I knew it was good from the moment it left my hand.
I feel like you got to do like a post-game press analysis.
Yeah, I feel like we did what we needed to do in there today. And, people were where they needed to be and made the shots they needed to make. And I'm glad that I could really come through with that at the end of the game to, put us over the top. Thank you.